Okay, now we're live. Now we're live. Let's double check to see that we're live. Seven minutes ago. I didn't start streaming 7 minutes ago. Oh, I was streaming. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Let's do one thing first. Okay. How can I see how many people are here? It doesn't show. I only see comments here, not how many people are in it. Let's do one thing quickly. Did you guys know that President Obama was in Toronto to meet, literally at, to meet Prime Minister Carney at the Fairmont Hotel in Toronto? And I'm a little bit upset that my contacts at that hotel did not message me to let me know that was happening. I was gonna do something. Okay, can't do what I wanted to do. Who else is here? No one's here. I'm drinking tea, and as suggested by one of the people in the chat, probably last or the second last time we went live, I put honey in it. Should I bring the camera a bit lower? Do you think? Let me try. Hold on. Okay, now it's a bit lower. See if that helps. Hello. Can people say hello in the chat and then so I know who's here? Where are people tuning in from? What happened today? You know, I would love to just go through the news cycle. Can we go through the news cycle? What happened? Oh, here, okay, we should use my New York Times subscription that I have. Let it come into play now. Continue here. Yep. And log in. Okay. I can't share it because I can't share my screen because it's behind a paywall. So it's just what it is. It's crazy. Even if you have a subscription, the first thing that they tell you to do is consider to upgrade that subscription to an even more expensive subscription. Relax. All right, here we go. Oh, I should cancel this. I see nothing in the chat so far, but I'm going to keep an eye out in case things pop up, you know. Okay, here we go. Xi is poised to press Trump on arms sales to Taiwan. Okay. Am I allowed to read this stuff, or is that also not allowed? Let me see if I can summarize the headlines. You know what's safer? Let's just go to the CBC. And let's go top stories. Trump administration asks trade court to pause ruling on global tariffs. I feel like that's an ongoing thing. Is that not an ongoing thing? There's always some sort of pending litigation. U.S. trade court rules in favor of plaintiffs who challenge Trump's global tariffs. Okay. Okay, most of these are just Trump. The top stories have to do with Trump. Let's see what else we have. And there is the hantavirus that is making the news. And let's see this. So this is an article in the CBC. Which rodents carry hantavirus in Canada? Okay. There was a ship. Wait, why did it go silent? No, busa. There was a ship, a cruise, a luxury cruise ship that had passengers on it, some of which contracted the hantavirus. I don't know if it was on the ship or they went to a place and then returned to the ship and then came with the hantavirus. Likely the latter, based on the title of this article, which suggests that rodents carry this hantavirus. Okay, now that most of the passengers from a luxury cruise ship are back in their home countries, questions and concerns about the illness continue to circulate. Okay. MV, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. My phone has to blow up at 2 a.m. MV Hondius, the ship at the center of the rare hantavirus outbreak, docked at Spain's Canary Islands over the weekend, allowing passengers to disembark and be repatriated home. 4 of those passengers are Canadian citizens who are currently self-isolating in BC. 2 others from Ontario who disembarked at one of the ship's earlier locations are also self-isolating. Okay. Meanwhile, 6 other Canadians who are not on the ship but had direct contact. Why does it always do this? Like, Jesus. Okay, we're gonna take that off because it's annoying me. How's that now? Can you guys hear better now? Tell me you can hear better. I boosted the gain. All right, cool. Okay, meanwhile, 6 other Canadians, blah, 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 who were not on the ship, blah, 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 are self-isolating. None of the Canadians have been tested, and none are showing symptoms at this time. Okay, it's discussing the most common hantavirus strain. Okay, which rodents carry the virus? There is 3 rodents that commonly carry this virus: the deer mouse, the white-footed mouse, and the red-backed vole. They tend to live in more rural areas that are either wooded or open fields. A 2020 report shows that many cases of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome were in the prairies, with Alberta reporting the highest number. Okay. Okay, interesting. If you're listening, remember this. If your area is contaminated by rodent droppings, experts say that you should take care to properly clean and disinfect. All right. I don't know what rodent droppings means. Is that just their like excrement, feces? What is droppings? Rodent droppings indicate an active infestation and pose serious health risks like hantavirus. Never sweep or vacuum dry droppings, as this releases dangerous particles. Safely clean them wearing a glove. So what does that mean, dropping? Where is it coming out of? Which hole is it coming out of? Okay, they're fecal pellets left by rats and mice, typically near food sources, cabinets, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right. Got to the bottom of that very quickly. Let me sip on this tea. Interesting. When I'm on my phone, yeah, I get a ton of viewers, but when I properly am in a properly lit room with an actual some sort of a production happening. By the way, this camera is gonna give up on me in like a couple minutes, so that'll be the end. All right. How does hantavirus spread between humans? Since there's been limited human to human spread, it's not fully known. Okay, great. Okay, this article is not super interesting to me. What else do we have? Okay, there's a census in Canada apparently that.
Get this. Some people wanted to.
Hey, CBC, when I click on an article, make sure that any videos in the article are muted. Thanks. Okay, Puneet Nijjar is sharing the most unexpected feeling about this federal census. All right, so apparently that's a thing they have to fill out. What else? Guys, my shoulders, sitting on this chair and like sleeping on my side has caused a bit of tension in my shoulders, which should not go unmentioned. So that is me mentioning it, you know? Okay, what else have we got? Any legal stuff? Is there a legal section? Or is it just top news? They don't have a legal section or like a law related section or like a crime related section. It's just local, climate, world, Canada, politics, indigenous, business, and the national. I feel the national does a bit more like it tackles some of the more not more important, but more like a issues that have expanded to a more larger scale, as opposed to just like isolated local stories or something. You know. Oh, my laptop is getting kind of hot. Oh, this is sad. Man dies after bear encounter in northern Saskatchewan. The death is fourth known bear fatality in province's history. That's crazy. A bear incident near a remote northern airstrip in Saskatchewan on Friday resulted in the death of a 25-year-old man, the province's Ministry of Community Safety said. The government said the investigation is early, no more information. The RCMP in Saskatchewan said their local detachment received a call about a sudden death on Friday evening. It happened near Point North, which is located 700 kilometers. Is located about 700 kilometers northeast of Saskatoon. I'm not getting my S's right properly today. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing it in this image. It's like it's just woods. Why would you go there? All right, let's read why he was there. There have been a very, very small number of fatal. Okay, I don't need this. But that doesn't mean there haven't been close calls, and it doesn't mean that there haven't been situations where risk. Okay, I don't need a lecture. The bear was euthanized on scene, and they performed a necropsy. Is that how you pronounce it? Why not just say autopsy? What's the difference between an autopsy and a necropsy? Let's Google it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Necropsy is the examination of a non-human animal body. Makes sense? Apologies. The ministry's statement did not identify the exact location of the attack. Okay. Why not? The Clark said the necropsy. I feel I'm not pronouncing it properly. We'll try to find evidence to shed more light on the incident. Okay, keep your distance, blah, blah, blah. What? People just speak in low tones and avoid looking directly at the animal. Okay, this is interesting. Simply giving the bear physically the idea that you're not going to be an easy meal. That is often enough to deter a bear. All right. I thought, okay, this is just me recounting articles and stuff that I read over the years, right? From my understanding, your reaction and your actions when it comes to a bear encounter, first and foremost, depend on the kind of bear that you're encountering. So if it is a black bear, you want to not be super timid. And if the bear is showing aggression and it is fighting you and it is trying to hurt you, you want to fight back. When it comes to a brown bear or a grizzly bear, you want to protect. Don't fight back. You have no chance. You want to protect your neck and your organs. So you want to like go down on not your side, but like just head down, protect your neck and protect your organs. So you're literally, your chest is facing the floor and you're crawled down on the ground. And if it's a polar bear, I don't think there's anything you can do. Because I think they actually consider humans to be food. They have no problem hunting humans, similar to crocodiles versus alligators. You know, alligators may attack humans, but unlike crocodiles, they're not hunting and treating humans as prey. Crocodiles will observe. You know, if there happens to be a village nearby, you know, they will study the pattern in your movements over a period of time. It's a premeditated attack because they want to kill you and eat you or just kill you. So yeah, and I think there's like a saying. It's like, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's white, good night. So I hope you guys never encounter a polar bear. conservation service. What is a conservation service? All right, let's see what we have. Great. All right, let's quickly just get in on this. Gotta like fix the posture. This is a board. It doesn't really have anything. This is just a lecture on what to do when you encounter a bear 101. Not impressed. I'm gonna try to see if I can switch to my phone. Cause yeah, let me switch to my phone. Hold on. Okay. Ooh.